Ah, such a beautiful fresh morning. Right to the business of the day. Oh, how forgetful of me. Ah, there we are. If it isn't the brave commander. How are you this fine morning? Did you sleep well? No. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Was it, the brandy? Oh, maybe the noise from the revelers last night. Or perhaps it was those ropes cutting into your wrists. No, what was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to take that gag out of your mouth? Well, only if you promise to be good. There we are now. Oh, Commander, such foul language from one so refined. There's no need for that. and do stop struggling, will you? It's really just easier if you cooperate. Of course, I suppose if you had done that in the first place, well, we wouldn't be in this unfortunate situation. So, settle down, now. Good. Not quite so confident without your trusty sword by your side, are you? Oh, if your troops could see you now, Commander. If they could see their fine, upstanding leader so restrained and helpless, would they pity you, I wonder? Would your beloved reputation be in shreds? Oh, don't try to give me that defiant look. Don't you remember? Our little meeting last night was a secret. You were under strict instructions to tell no one, which I have no doubt you followed to the letter, being such a hopelessly trusting individual. So no one knows you're here. And even if someone eventually realizes that you're missing, this is absolutely the last place they would expect you to be found. So, I'm afraid, Commander, you are just going to have to face the fact that you are totally and utterly at my mercy. Anyway, you only have yourself to blame. Because of your idiotic and stubborn loyalty to your decrepit old king, you have left me in a rather tricky situation. And I'm sure you will appreciate that I don't very much like my plans being derailed by such trifling details as a mere soldier who will not obey the simplest of my commands. But I have given this little problem a thought, and I have come upon the most ingenious solution. You see, Commander, it occurred to me that you are exactly the means with which I can enact my plan. I've got you precisely where I need you. It came to me in a flash. Last night, in fact, whilst you were indisposed. I realized that all it would take to depose that wretch of a king would be some well-placed missives to be sent by some influential advisers, missives proven to be genuine and directly from the hand of the undoubtedly loyal yet discreet leader of the king's armies. That's you, by the way. Uh, these messages would detail several worrying occurrences that have been observed by the brave defender of the land in the course of their recent campaigns, and that, with a heavy heart, of course, you must dutifully report that these events were all triggered by some recent unfortunate decisions of the monarch. A battle lost here, a stretch of land gained by the enemy there, perhaps even some spies captured after having their identities revealed accidentally by the forgetful old fool. I'm sure you know the type of thing. The advisors, knowing your utterly unsullied reputation for honesty, will be sure to act on this classified knowledge. And thus the ousting of that waste of a crown will commence. Oh, don't bother to protest. After all, you have no choice in the matter. You will write those letters, and you will do so with pleasure. Mainly my pleasure. What's more, you will also include several passages expressing the view that, in your considered opinion, the most suitable person for the role of Lord Protector would be the Grand Duke Menaris himself. Yes, you can really go to town on that bit. Something like, "He is the best positioned to step into to his courtly knowledge and diligent attention to the affairs of state," etc., etc. I am not averse to a little flattery in the right circumstances. Of course, once written, the letters will be sent in a roundabout way, through a series of different messengers. We wouldn't want anyone realizing that they actually came from here, now would we? So, do you like my plan? It's so simple, isn't it? Yet so brilliant. A scheme surely worthy of my most ruthless ancestor. I shall outdo him yet. Oh, and do you know what the best part is? I don't have to lift a finger. You and your messages will do all the work for me. So, it is settled then, is it not? I thought you might still try to hang on to your so-called moral high ground. Such a pity. Still, I like to plan for every eventuality. So, I have brought along some tools which might enable me to change your mind. Yes. This. This takes me back to my youth. Oh, yes, in my younger days, before taking over the dukedom from my father, I dabbled as a ship's surgeon for a time. Yes, it was one of the more reckless exploits that one gets into when you're fresh and ready for adventure. Most people find it a little difficult to stomach. But I actually found that I was very suited to it. Very suited, indeed. Oh, come now. The word sadist is a little strong, don't you think? I was a medical professional working under very difficult conditions. I'm sure you're aware of the hardships of the seafaring life, especially the terrible injuries that can befall sailors in the heat of battle. It was not my own choice to inflict such discomfort. I was merely forced by circumstance to work without the aid of anesthetics. Yes, I can still hear the screams to this day. Anyway, I have a number of implements here to choose from. Now, this one is a particularly fine example. There, what a beauty she is. Oh, but how embarrassing. It appears I had forgotten to clean this one after the last time. Can you see the redness? There, on the blade. Oh, come now, Commander. Surely, as a soldier, you are used to the sight of a little blood. Though, presumably, you would prefer that it wasn't your own. Kill you? You underestimate me, Commander. I would never do anything as crass and as artless as simple murder. No. The threat of death is not as great a motivator as some people believe. It tends to have a rather terminal effect, after all. But the threat of pain, on the other hand, well, that can be an extremely effective method of persuasion. I have to admit, you're holding up rather too well. Usually at this point, most of my interlocutors would acquiesce to my demands. But not you. You seem too calm. And why are you smiling, Commander? Is there something amusing to you about this situation? There's that pig-headed defiance of yours again. I can see you are even more stubborn than I had anticipated. So, you are telling me that you are willing to undergo any amount of suffering to protect your king. What a fool you are! You are truly testing my patience now. However, whilst you may have no difficulty putting yourself in danger for your principles, yet what of the safety of those you care about? The villagers and the townspeople, for example. Those simple commoners with whom you insist on fraternizing. The ones who treat you as one of their own, who look up to you for friendship and support in difficult times. It would be such a shame for any unpleasant accidents to befall them, wouldn't it? Destruction of their crops, a fire amongst their houses, armed mercenaries descending in the dead of night to defile them. And their friend, the commander, is nowhere to be seen. They so trusted you to defend them in their hour of need, but you abandoned them, left them to their desperate fate. getting nervous all of a sudden, Commander. Oh, don't doubt that I could do all of those things and more. I have many associates in the shadowy parts of the city that are, shall we say, unburdened by ethics, if one states the right price. It seems I've finally found your weakness. How interesting. It's about time you learn that your own bravery alone can only take you so far. So, I will ask you one more time. The letters, yes? I'm so pleased that you've finally come to your senses. You see what a little persuasion can do? Evil. Don't be so coy, Commander. You must tell me what you really think of me. So, it is settled. You'll be released from your shackles in due time. But you will remain locked in this room under supervision. I will arrange for the necessary materials to be brought to you. You will write the letters in your finest handwriting. Of course, I will check them carefully to make sure that they convey exactly what I have instructed, and nothing more. Then they will be sent out, and the machine will be set into motion. Oh, what a wonderful day this is turning out to be! And you never know, Commander. When this is done, and I am finally Lord Protector, maybe I'll even let you live.